Good morning, everyone. I am sitting in a very frozen vehicle, and I figured, well, while I'm waiting on it to warm up, I'm going to read everyone a story. So I have a book called The Sparkle Box. It is a Christmas-related story, and if you celebrate Christmas for its true origins, or if you just celebrate Christmas because it's fun and merry, that's okay. And this book here will kind of talk a little bit more about where the true meaning of Christmas came from and how it relates to little children and things like that, and things that you can do through the year to honor that original meaning of Christmas. So before I get started, let's talk about the parts of the book. We have the front, we have the back, and we have the spine. Now, the author writes our story and the illustrator draws our pictures. This particular book was actually written by somebody about 40 minutes away from us over in Jackson Township, which, if you're not familiar with where that is, that's just northwest of Belden. So this is a local author, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to read it, because I got to meet her. She's a fantastic lady, and she has other books that kind of do the same thing for different holidays throughout the year. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to read the pages this way and then hold the book up for you guys to see the pictures. Snowflakes swirled through the air as Sam and his mom stopped to look at the toy store window. With Christmas only a few weeks away, Sam needed to make his Christmas list. He tugged on his mom's sleeve and pointed to the train. He loved the red shiny train. He's really excited. Later, as Sam and his mom curled up on the couch to read a Christmas book, something sparkled on the mantle. "Mom, is that a present for me?" he asked. Sam's mom tossed her hair. "It's a special gift called a sparkle box. We'll open it together later, but we need to fill it first." Sam was excited, but it's hard to wait. See the sparkle box right there. Driving home from school the next day, Sam's mom stopped at a building he had never been to before. She asked him to help her carry some food and blankets. When Sam peeked in the bag he was carrying, he noticed a box of macaroni and cheese, his favorite. "What are we doing with this stuff, Mom?" She smiled and said, "We're giving it to people who don't have enough food to eat or blankets to keep them warm." But inside the building, Sam didn't see anyone who looked cold or hungry. Just a nice lady with a big smile who thanked them. On the way home, they drove by the park. It was dusk, and the pretty Christmas lights had just come on. As they stopped at a traffic light, Sam noticed someone on a bench, curled up and sleeping. His mom noticed too. "That's someone who may get one of our blankets," she said softly. "He doesn't have anywhere to live?" Sam felt bad. It would be sad not to have a home to live in. So we have all the pretty lights over here, and then the guy that he's talking about. Sam hung his coat. It was good to be home. As he sat at the kitchen table to have a snack, he noticed the sparkle box gleaming on the mantle. "Mom, did you put anything in the sparkle box yet?" he asked shyly. "Well, actually, I did put something in it today," she answered, "but it's still not ready to be opened. We need to add a couple more things to it." Sam wondered what was inside. The days flew by, and soon it was time for one of Sam's favorite events, the Christmas party at his dad's office. There was always lots of delicious food and a present for every child at the party. Sam's dad thanked everyone for coming. He talked about how blessed they were when many people in the world struggled for something as simple as clean water to drink. He said a village in Africa would receive a special gift this year thanks to money donated by employees and their families. The gift was a well that would provide clean water for the entire village. Sam asked his mom if his family helped. "Yes, dear, we did." He looked around. The grown-ups were smiling, but he saw tears too. Happy tears, his mom whispered. As his dad tucked him into the bed that night, Sam thought about his Christmas list, and that reminded him of another present. "Daddy, did you and Mom fill up the sparkle box yet?" Sam asked. "Well, we added something to it tonight, but it's still not ready to be opened." Sam drifted off to sleep, imagining what could be inside. Pages stuck together. A few days later, Sam was filled with excitement as he shopped with his mom. Tomorrow was his school party. There was a Christmas tree called a mitten tree, where the kids could hang mittens, hats, and scarves for people who needed them. Sam picked out the biggest pair of mittens he could find. He also bought a candy bar for himself with his own money. When he turned to leave, Sam heard the twinkling of the bell. He looked up and saw the man from the park bench coming in the door. The man seemed tired. Sam looked at the candy bar in his hand and thought about the mittens in his big bag. He looked at the man's hands. They looked cold. Sam's heart began to pound. As quick as a wink, Sam slipped the candy bar into the bag with the mittens and pressed the bag into the man's hands. Sam ran out the door shouting, "Merry Christmas!" His mom gave him a hug. "I'm proud of you. I know that wasn't easy, but you brought a little light to his world tonight." Do you think the guy was happy? I know his mom sure was. Sam asked his mom if they could drive by the park. As he watched, the flame on the giant candle blinked on and off. He thought about how unfair it was that some people didn't have a home to live or food to eat. Soon it was Christmas Eve, the most special night of the year. Sam and his family gathered at their church for a Christmas Eve service. They sang songs and listened to the story of the first Christmas, or Christmas. Then, in the darkened sanctuary, a single candle was lit. That candle was used to light other candles, and soon everyone was carefully passing the flame from one person to the next until the whole room was filled with a magical light. Sam looked around. How lovely, how peaceful they all looked as they shared the light. On Christmas morning, Sam ran downstairs as fast as he could. Under the tree was the train with the shiny red engine. And what was that? The sparkle box. Sam could hardly wait to open it. He sat on his mom's lap with his dad snuggled in close. Sam slowly lifted the lid on the box. Inside there were just a few pieces of paper with words written on them. Puzzled, he took the papers out and began to read the words. Mittens and a candy bar given to someone in need. Warm blankets and food for the homeless. A well in Africa that will provide clean drinking water. That's what they filled the sparkle box with. Sam's mom explained. Sam, the sparkle box is our gift to Jesus on Christmas Day, his birthday. He was confused, but we didn't give Jesus a gift. We gave things to other people who needed them. His mom smiled. You're right, and no gift could make Jesus happier. He taught us that whatever we do for people in need, we do for Him. So each year, we'll think of someone special. We'll think of some special gifts to give to Jesus. We'll write them down in these gifts and put them in the sparkle box. On Christmas morning, we'll open the box and read aloud the gifts we gave in honor of His birthday. Sam thought about the man curled up on the park bench, the mittens and the soft blankets, the well that could bring clean water to a village in Africa. He looked at his mom and smiled through tears. Happy tears, Sam whispers. So what'd you think of this story? So one of the cool things about this book is the author actually gives you your very own sparkle box. I'll be honest, I'm not really sure where you can find this book, but if you're interested in having a copy, I can make a few phone calls and see if I can't track one down through some of the different people that I've met over the years that I do know have copies of this book. But yeah, and this is a great story about the true meaning of what we do this month, and it's giving. So I hope you enjoyed the story as much as me and my boys do. So yeah, until next time, you guys have a good Christmas.